Good morning everybody and welcome to a game between Ehome and Evil Geniuses for the 2015 MarsTV Dota 2 League. This is actually the grand finals. Yeah, whoever wins this wins the tournament. Side note. Maybe kind of important, but whatever. It's actually over already. You guys probably know who wins. Whatever. This game on. Anyway, this game seemed really kind of cute. It wasn't looking interesting in terms of like, oh my god, super back and forth. No. Just, this game really looks kind of fun to watch, so that's why I want to watch it. Anyway, this video was recorded on the 1st of February 2016. And although this is actually the second to last video before I come back. Last video will be tomorrow, and then I'll be back to recording regularly. So, yeah. Anyhow, let's go and get into it, shall we? So, we got Invoker already picked up, as well as a Witch Doctor for Evil Geniuses, and a Lone Druid for Ehome. As per bands, we have the Faceless Void, the Earth Spirit, Vengeful Spirit, and the Band Rider. Allow me to go ahead and speed this up a little bit. I forgot to actually enable that. But Tusk coming out for Ehome as well. Ehome seems to have a very set style in terms of gameplay, right? They farm a little bit and then they just start pushing really heavily, and they're very good at seeing when they can kill their opponents, right? And I think that's an incredibly valuable skill to have. Ehome, as soon as they see a weakness, right? As soon as they see, oh, right now we can't take a tower, they will. As soon as they see, oh, right now we can't take a barracks, they will. Now all of a sudden you find yourself 20,000 gold behind in your core GG because you just simply cannot fight into them. They're very good at that. Well, heroes they really like to play are heroes like Juggernaut and Death Prophet. Lone Druid as well. I'm actually surprised that they went Lone Druid Tusk and not something like Lone Druid Death Prophet, but, you know, we'll see about that. But, you know, Tusk is also a really strong hero, and I think they like him too, right? Well, why else would they pick him up this early? Viper coming out from Evil, or Viper Band coming out from Evil Geniuses. They're just scared of somebody who can actually really beat up an Invoker in the mid lane. Viper is a hero that I think beats almost anyone in terms of pure laning. Is he as good as Invoker? No, but he can definitely beat an Invoker up, and that's scary. Death Prophet also banned out, so Evil Geniuses maybe also surprised that Ehome hasn't picked her up yet, but, well, we're gonna get rid of that, and we'll see how this works out. Another nice counter to an Invoker, by the way, is actually, or not necessarily counter, but a hero that performs well against him is OD. Because you can just kill the Forge Spirits with the Q, which is really powerful, and he does okay in the lightning stage as well, so... Yeah, you know, wouldn't be too surprised to see something like that, but we'll see in a second, right? Slaughter gonna be picked up by Evil Geniuses. EG also has a, I wouldn't say a distinct style, but like a distinct hero selection. They like these heroes, right? They are not super flexible in my opinion. And we can already tell like exactly who's gonna be playing what, right? Sumail is gonna be on the Invoker, Universe is gonna play the Slaughter, Witch Doctor is gonna be played by PPD, and then we'll just need 2 more picks, right? Like, it's just so obvious. Well, I feel like with Ehome, probably we're gonna see like Old Chicken on the Lone Druid, right? And Kaka on the Tusk. Lanham gonna be playing the Lion. I guess it's also kind of obvious. But I don't know. I feel like Evil Geniuses always seems restricted in terms of hero choices as opposed to the other teams that are currently on the scene. Nature's Prophet coming out by Evil Geniuses. That's actually an interesting choice. So that could be a safe lane Slaughter. So they did actually surprise me right there. RTZ probably on a Slaughter then, and Universe on the Nature's Prophet. Sure, that works. Right, like that's an interesting choice, but I don't mind it at all. Lina coming out from Ehome. So that's another mid hero that can actually do okay against Invoker. I think I would give the edge to Invoker in that matchup. But Lina is one of those heroes that can just plays keep away, right? She just doesn't go close enough to you to actually fight her. She just stays away. And in that scenario, what exactly do you do? Like, how do you kill her, right? Like, how do you fight her? Like, you're not gonna be able to actually hit her because she's just all the way in the back. And if you get too close, then all of a sudden she's level 6 and insta-kills you. So you gotta be careful against her, and we'll see how that works out. And Treant Protector coming out for Evil Geniuses. This is not at all something I predicted, and oh, well, now it's not that like these are heroes that they don't play, right? Like these are definitely not heroes that that I've never seen from Evil Geniuses, not at all. But I actually wonder how exactly they are gonna make this happen, right? Like, I think that's a safe lane slaughter. That's definitely a safe lane slaughter with the Nature's Prophet in the off. It's kind of interesting. Now, a downside, a problem Evil Geniuses already faces is they have two plant, or like two grass types on their team, while Ehome has a fire and an ice type. So that's gonna be a bit tricky. Ursa gonna be coming out from Ehome as the last pick. And let me be honest with you, that Ursa is the reason why I want to watch this match. I think Ursa is a very interesting hero, and I would like to see how this plays out. Now, I think Ursa is really, really awesome if he is supposed to go up against safe laners that just fight. Right, there are heroes in the game that don't just straight up fight. They like kind of dodge back and forth. They play in, you know, like very spell based. As something like an Ember Spirit, right? An Ember Spirit doesn't just straight up fight. That's not a thing he does, right? An Ember Spirit instead, he like, you know, he blinks around and he's fast, he's agile, but he doesn't just run in and punch you. Ursa is the best at just straight up fighting, right? If it comes down to just let's go, Ursa beats basically everybody, right? And that includes the Slaughter, who also usually just straight up fights. So that's gonna be a little bit of a problem for EG, right? Like, if you think back to not that recently actually. Recently to me, but not that recently for me. That's not even that recently for me. Whatever, forget about it. But actually Lion taking a lot of damage here already. Wow, 300. But yeah, I had a game recently where I uploaded that as well, right? Where Ursa was on the enemy team. I was playing Lifestealer, and basically in every single fight, I just ran in. I was trying to fight somebody, and then the Ursa just ran up to me and murdered me. And it just doesn't really work, right? Like, if the Slaughter goes in on someone, or even the Ursa himself, like, either you kill him or he will eat you up. And that's a problem. You can't have that. Pinging out the ward, nice. Spot that out right away. Use the Tangle for it instead of just punching it. That's a bit odd, I think, but sure, why not?
High hopes for this one.
Alright, alright. I think we got the Lone Druid actually getting the bounty up at the top. He's taking quite a bit of damage from Arteezy, though. Don't think they're gonna be able to get the kill, though. No. Even with the boots, he's not actually that much faster than the Lone Druid, because Lone Druid has amazing movement speed, so he'll be fine. He'll be just okay. PPD gonna be part of an aggressive trial in here. So we have the Treant Protector played by PPD, Fear on the Witch Doctor, and Universe on the Slaughter. They're aggressively laning to shut down CTY on that Ursa. Lanham, of course, here to support him, and we have Kaka on the task, currently pulling the creeps already, trying to create a little bit more space for his teammates. But, ooh, look at this. CTY already gonna be caught out right here. He's slowed up, but Ursa is quite tanky. He might go down, but I don't think so, no. And he will end up being fine, but forced to use a health potion. In the mid lane, we have Sumail going up against Old Chicken, and at the top lane, we have Old 11 going up against Arteezy. So, I feel like an idiot right now. That's what I get for calling out EG and saying that they don't have like much of a variance in hero pool and that they are predictable in terms of who is gonna play who, because apparently I'm an idiot and an asshole and I had everything wrong. That's alright, I guess. Oh man. No, I feel a bit silly now, but you know what, that happens, right? We're gonna see Orb of Venom coming out on CTY right away. I always like that. I think Orb of Venom is very, very good on Ursa. And actually, they trap out PPD. He gets one hit already. That's not necessarily the best target to go for. Oh, nice stun! But the Universe shuts down that initiation anyway. Ursa looking for a little bit more. He's now going in on Fear. One more hit is actually gonna do it, and they get the first blood. Ursa, god, this hero is so tanky. God damn it. You can see that they are actually really struggling to get damage in on him. And the problem here is they don't actually have any, or like not a lot of magical damage, right? They have the Leech Seed, which, okay, it deals like 90 damage, but look, it's not gonna kill anything, right? It just won't kill anything. The biggest damage Treant Protector has this early on in the game is his right click, which is very, very strong, actually the strongest in the game, but it's still just right clicking, right? Universe, we have the Slithering Crush, which deals physical damage, right? We have Fear, who has the Paralyzing Cask, which deals 50 damage, right? So the way they kill somebody, right? The way they can kill CTY is through punching him in the face, right? They just need to simply initiate on him and then try to kill him with attacks. But Ursa has 6 armor at this point, right? He has 6 armor. He has a poor man's shield. Good fucking luck. Right, you're just not gonna break through that easily, and that's why the Ursa is just doing okay, right? Like, he's just like, whatever, fight me. And that's how they got that first blood. So EG's lane already kind of struggling a little bit just because of like the inherent tankiness of CTY. It's actually kind of, holy shit. Look at the Ehome, these cheeky fucks. They're just saying whatever, we don't even need the Tusk. He's just gonna go into the mid now. Smokes up. We even have old chicken there. He has got a bottle. You know, he's got his bottle. He's got the arcane rune. They might be looking for some mail on that invoker. I don't think they can do it, but they really want to. The eye shots come out, of course, at this point. Sumail knows that the Tusk is here, but they don't really have anything in terms of follow-up. And CTY is just farming. Oh, God. Look at EG. They're getting outlaned. 2 versus 3. Oh, that is just really not that good. That is really bad for them. Oh man, I'm worried for EG. Alright. Haste rune on PPD, however. He could actually totally go gank with that. He's coming into the mid lane. I think old chicken might suspect something is up, but you can't expect this. Right, no, you can't totally go in on this. PP, come on, PPD, come on, you can do this. And yep, they go in on the Lena. Even the meatball gonna be dropping, and that's a kill. In the meantime, the Witch Doctor goes down at the bottom lane. Oh, God. Ursa eating up fear. Oh, man. This is bad. This is a problem. Oh, my God. Alright, they just leave the lane alone for a second, and EG is just getting run over. Look at this. And if we go ahead and take a look at the last hits here, right? Like, the Ursa is doing fantastic. Kaka at the top lane, gonna be picked off, so they at least get that kill. That's a pretty good start, right? We take those, but this worries me. This guy is just looking nasty and nastier. Alright, alright. So, Lanham sitting in the... You know, in the river right now, maybe hoping he can jump Universe in some sort of capacity would be kind of neat. And it seems like Universe, actually, you can see right here, like, Tranquil's gonna be coming out. It seems he's really just shifted to a position 3 slaughter. Right? They are now changing their lanes up. They admit defeat, it seems. Right? They're just gonna get the supports a little bit of farm at the top lane. Putting Arteezy into the jungle. Like, of course, Furion can farm almost anywhere. But at the bottom, Snarder goes down yet again. I kind of want to see that one. So, yeah, they just run in and... Goodbye, buddy. I mean, that's just not gonna take very long. And CTY also going for an early Roshan build. So, he's probably gonna be killing that guy pretty soon. It's actually really interesting. I feel like there's so many different ways you can skill Ursa, right? Generally speaking, what I like to do is I like to like max out Overpower and Urshock. Now, I've seen people, but Overpower first, right? I've seen people like, I think team... Was it Empire? I think Empire, the old Empire. They, in the last patch at the summit, they played Ursa a lot, and they went for maxing out Urshock as soon as possible, right? Like Urshock at level 7 maxed out and then just 1 point into these two, right? And then right here you can see CTY maxing out Fury Swipes. This is gonna allow him to kill Roshan super quickly because he just deals a lot of damage against him, right? He stacks up a lot of hits, and yep, there we go. Smoke already coming out. He activates the Overpower, very smart choice, of course, and into the pit we go. So that was 6 Roshan. I wonder if EG knows. They should be aware of this, right? Like, what else is he gonna be doing? The question is just, can they stop him? Alright, they seem to be kind of out of position, and not just out of position, but out of resources. Universe can fight into it. Sumail maybe, but PPD no. Arteezy's busy. Yeah, they just don't care. And the next Overpower should be enough to kill him. Ultimate, yeah, Overpower. There we go. We get an Aegis on Ursa. We get a lot of levels on the Tusk as well. He He gets a decent amount of experience out of that one, and CTY just goes back to farming. That's a lot of money right there. He picks up a Mask of Madness. Now, let me go and admit, I kind of know the way this game is going to go down. I haven't seen it, right? I don't usually watch the games before, but I look at the end screen just seeing if the game looks interesting or not. And the thing that caught my attention in this match was the Ursa's item build, right? We see a Mask of Madness coming out on CTY, and I think that's really, really cool. Now, Mask of Madness kind of makes sense to me on Ursa. Yes, the W gives you a lot of attack speed, but it doesn't actually max you out. It gives you 400 attack speed. What is his attack speed currently? 139, so with 439. You have like 61 additional you can use. And a Mask of Madness, okay, it's gonna put you past those 61, but whatever. Right? So you still get a benefit even with the overpower. But the important thing, of course, is outside of the overpower, it's very strong. Very, very strong. You're tough to kill thanks to the ultimate. And we want high attack speed, we want movement speed, right? We need to be mobile with Ursa, that's always the issue. Like, he deals a lot of damage, he just can't hit people. But with the Mask of Madness, that might end up being less of a problem. It's easy. Teleports in to get the Arcane Rune. Oh, why don't I just use an ultimate really quick? Come on, buddy. Sumail gonna be jumped to the mid lane. They get the stun, but the invisibility comes out. The sentry placed right under the tower, and the burst will be enough. Old Chicken gets the kill. Now the turnaround, Lina almost falls, but she will end up being fine. CTY also coming in there to protect his teammates. And Universe will actually get picked off right here. He dove up the cliff and he was looking for something. Now we got Fear in the background also getting jumped by CTY. The Ursa is going in, he's scary and he eats him up. Bear food. That's what we call that, Witch Doctor. And CTY goes back into the jungle. So, that's a little bit tricky, man. Ooh. Ursa looking scarier and scarier every single second that passes. But our TC is incoming. He wants this. And this may be a horrible mistake. No? No, okay. Yeah, he got lucky. The Tusk and the Ursa are both out of mana. They definitely knew he was there. They had a ward giving them Roshan. Just didn't want to go too crazy without, you know, a guarantee for a kill. Seems like a pretty reasonable choice. Go ahead and take a look at the net worth. We can see that CTY is really starting to push ahead by a lot. That guy is scary. Sumail getting outfarmed by Lina. He's got a Hand of Midas, so he's kind of looking to, you know, kind of guarantee income, but it's still gonna, you know, kind of slow him down a little. He did go for Exhort as well. So Exhort is just, you know, a good build these days, it seems. I've also seen great success with Quartz Wax, but in competitive it's almost always Exhort. So, sure, I guess, right, why not? Actually, Old 11 gonna be jumped down here. Fear comes in with the stun. They get the Cold Snap, they get the Maledict, and that's a quick pick off. Actually, our TZ taking that one, teleports in and just hits him once to secure the kill. Probably gonna be a push at the bottom. I mean, they do have a lot of summons available to them. Universe is also around. That's 4 heroes ready. They're probably just gonna be able to take that tier 1. I don't see Ehome really fighting into this. That doesn't seem worth it. Especially since they can just take the tower in the mid lane as retaliation. CTY manages to dodge the Sunstrike. And actually we got a jump on. Fear is taking a bit of damage, but nothing too crazy yet. Kaka will be turned around on. And, well, they get the Tusk. That's pretty decent. You know, that's a pretty good start, right? CTY just gonna be forced to go back into his jungle. He picks up the Blink Dagger. Blink Dagger, basically an essential item for Ursa, right? I don't really think you have much of a choice with that. You know, with some items you can consider not buying it. With Blink Dagger, no. You buy Blink Dagger, and that's just what you do. So, we have that available now. He drops actually the Orb of Venom. I'm surprised by that. I kind of expected to... Yeah, that's more like it, right? He doesn't really need the Pullman shield at this point. Yeah, it's still not all that bad, but it's just not necessary, right? He's got lifesteal, whatever. The creeps are not gonna kill him, and the heroes won't be able to fight him anyway, so... You know, what's the downside, right? Just do that. Give me 1 second, I'm getting spammed by a nice pretty lady. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, we're back now. So anyway, we got the Lone Druid currently sitting in the jungle. He's got a Sound of Midas. It also seems to be pretty common. You know, sure, why not? A very strong item, of course. And Old 11. He seems to be doing quite fine, honestly. He's got 70 lasters, right? He's got everything he needs, honestly. That Lone Druid is looking healthy. And that's kind of the thing about Ehome, right? They always look in control. And I feel like this game is no different. They have the Lion, you know, just kind of like doing fine, right? Like he's getting close to his Ethanons. You have the Ursa being super nasty and super powerful. You have Old Chicken on the leader, right? She got her Ethanons, right? Like there's no hero that seems to really be left behind. Like the Tusk, yeah, sure, you know, okay, Boots Magic one, that's solid, that's alright. Everybody on Ehome always seems like they have money. And now EG, of course, like it's not that different for them, but you know, Fear, you don't really only got brown boots. I mean, he could buy something else if he really wanted to, but he hasn't. And look, if you look at the Slaughter, right, like he doesn't really have what he needs, right? Sumail isn't looking ready to fight. The only, like, not even Arteezy, right? It's just this is a thing I really like about Ehome. They always seem ready to fight, right? They always seem like, okay, no, we got the items that we need if they are looking to go for something, and if they are not, we'll just continue farming and we'll continue buying the items that allow us to go for things ourselves. It's a really cool playstyle. I appreciate it a ton. And now EG is smoking up. They have had enough of this. They may not have a Blink Dagger, but they have a lot of passion and a lot of hatred. They're going to be going into the bottom lane. Lion. Actually, that's a courier. Can I get him? Looking for the courier. It seems like they're just gonna get the line instead. Well, that was unnecessary. You know, using the Witch Doctor ultimate, using the Sunstrike. Alright, alright. I don't get all of the hate, and Arteezy is just gonna teleport to the top really quick. Farming up every bit. Picking up drums, actually. Interesting choice. I don't think it's bad, I just think it's weird. Right, but then again, at the same time, not really sure what Nature's Prophets do these days. Just drums is a bit odd to me, but right now he's just sitting here not doing anything, so I don't really know. This game may not actually be too easy for Arteezy. This game may actually just be too hard for him, right? Too hard for Arteezy. I don't know. Huh? That's a courier. They get a hidden? Ah, look at that. The bear was really hunting for it, but not gonna be able to do it. Not gonna be able to do it. And, well, Ursa, it's got a bit of money saved up again. Right, like, that's the thing, like, CGY, like, he's ready to go, he's got Blink Dagger, he's got Mask of Madness. Actually not skilling his ultimate again, like, only putting 1 point into it so far. I mean, honestly, the damage increase isn't that significant, right? Like, it kind of has its full effect at level 1. Not entirely, but mostly. So I can kind of see where he's coming from here. Oh, he's just gonna activate the Mask of Madness and start working on Roshan. The Tusk Sigil gonna come in and, you know, help him out a little. Come on. There we go. Overpower. Of course, we have the Enrage as well. That's gonna be a dead, ugly, whatever the hell that demon thing is. I just picked up, and Ursa looking scarier and scarier. And that's one of the big advantages of Ursa, right? That's one of the things I really like about the hero. He has the upside of being really, really good at, you know, getting you an additional objective. Like at a very early time, and then repeatedly over and over again, right? Because he's so good at killing Roshan. And that is big, that is important, right? It like pushes your team ahead. If you look at this, right? We are 4 grand ahead for Ehome. Well, seems like they killed Roshan twice, right? And they are a tower ahead. And turns out, that's exactly what's going on. Right, but these tiny things, these tiny advantages, they just keep stockpiling up. Arteezy at the top lane, gonna be able to TP out just barely. They sadly do not get that pick off, but, you know, like these just keep piling up, and then all of a sudden you see the Ursa has an item more than you do. And then you see that he has 2 items more than you do. And then you see the Lone Druid is actually just destroying your barracks while you were so busy looking at the Ursa. there's an even nastier bear on the map and you didn't even notice him because the other one was eating your face. And that's really the problem here, right? So, EG seems to be grouping up. They seem to be looking for some objectives themselves, right? Looking for, you know, let's get a kill, let's get a tower push. And actually, Arteezy jumped by CTY again, but this time he just eats out of the tree and takes down the Furia. Oh, actually, the TPs are incoming though. Sumail, we've got the Ice Path. The Ursa is going to be jumped, of course. He does have the edges, so I wonder if this is even going to work out for them. CTY will fall once. The Maledict is already enough for that, and he goes down. But EG will just be happy with the result and then retreat afterwards. And, well, we have a Diffuser Blade on the Ursa. Will you look at that? That's an interesting choice, isn't it? So, Diffuser Blade, most powerful slow in the game for the 8 charges you get, right? It slows people by, I believe, 80%. Doesn't actually show how much, but I believe a purchase 80% slow that tapers off over 5 seconds, right? So, you have an insane slow for a brief duration, but your Ursa, that's all you need. You don't take long to kill people, right? So he just blinks in, claps, purchases you, and then just eats you up. And well, in the meantime, you lose mana, right? Like, he attacks very quickly, so the Diffuser Blade actually, like, deals a lot of burn damage as well. And, oh, we got Universe taking a bit of damage. Lanham getting Sunstrike. Nice stun! But he will fall to the burn from the Meteor. Actually, 2 HP, still alive! CTY goes up into the air, and we got Old Chicken coming in from the back, cancelling the Witch Doctor ultimate and bursting him down. Ursa's looking for more. He wants Slaughter. He purchased him. He can't run. It's just not good enough for EG. They get Sumail as well. No, actually, those. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Sumail goes down. And it's only PPD that's wise. He's going to try to TP out, and he should be able to do so. But EG falls apart right there, and that's the advantage you saw, right? Like, that's the thing that CTY can do with that Diffuser. You just purge the Slaughter. And all of a sudden, even the hero that has an ability that's literally called Sprint cannot run away anymore. So, kind of a problem. Kind of a problem right there. Although he already used... Holy fuck! 5 Diffusal charges. How? How? You had it for 1 fight. That is insane. I can't believe he already used 5 Diffusal charges. That is just bonkers. Alright. Okay then. By the way, why aren't you killing that creep? I would really like it if you killed that creep. I guess he wants to really take down Arteezy. This guy, he's smelling Arteezy, man. He likes that. He's hunting for him. That young Canadian blood. It's nothing creepy. He's a bear. He just wants to eat him. Yeah? Oh. Tusk. Kind of hiding up here.
Guess what's happening
On the run a little. He's not really sure what's going on. It doesn't seem like he knows whether or not he is hunting or if he's the one being hunted. But EG don't seem to be aware of him, so... And actually PPD, look at him, being cheeky. Well, of course he can't afford to do so. Reactivates his invisibility. But yeah, this is kind of why I don't really get why he didn't kill us, because now he could have had like a full, you know, a full creep camp to kill instead of just one tiny stupid dragon, but nope, I guess not. Bottom tower gonna be taken down. The Radiance is complete on the bear, and look at the net worth. Look at the net worth, right? Ursa, Lone Druid, Lina. And then it's the Frey Course from EG. And one of them is not even anywhere near that level, which is the Slaughter. PPD gonna be jumped and just murdered. Eaten up right there, not much he can do about it. In the background, we've got the Tusk initiating, but he gets burst down super quickly. So I guess in the end it's a 1-for-1. Not really sure what Kaka was looking for there. I mean, that's a bit silly. And Old 11 gonna be jumped at the bottom. He should actually fall. Oh, nice. That's a good pickoff. That's a good pickoff. But the tower? Oh. Oh, Teasy, don't play with my heart like that. That was really close. Kind of unnecessarily close. So yeah, you know, like, EG is kind of coming back into the game a little, but they are failing to truly find an opportunity to fight properly, right? Like, Kaka just threw himself at them. Not really sure why he did that, but he did. And oh, Alanum, he's dead, right? Yeah. Yeah. Not much you can do about that. We've got the Orchid now complete on Arteezy. Blink Dagger maybe next? I wonder what he's actually gonna pick up. BKB coming out on the Ursa. I don't think anyone ever is surprised by that. We have the Lena with her Yules, with her face boots, so she's looking quite healthy. Probably BKB or Agadams next. The non-Druid, of course, we already saw with the Radiance. Vladimir's next. I like that a lot. So it's gonna be a BKB, alright. Lion has his Etherlance, so he's looking quite healthy as well. And now it's just Kaka on the Tusk, who is slowly working towards his Blink Dagger. I mean, he's not really making great progress, but he's gonna get there eventually, right? On the other side, of course, we have PPD with nothing, but that's to be expected. We've got Sumail actually getting pretty close to his Aghanim's, and that's good. That's solid farm, right? He has 4 staff, right? So he's got a lot of mobility, a lot of utility, which is awesome. And now we're gonna see the Aghanim soon. Only 1,000 gold left. Actually, 2,000. No, 1,000. I'm sorry, 1,000 gold left. So that's really good. Alright, like Sumail's definitely keeping up, and this is where the Hand of Midas comes into play. The Hand of Midas is kind of a slower item, right? Like, it guarantees you will have money, guarantees you will have levels. It's just more of an assurance that you're gonna get to the point you're looking for, and yes, it kind of like speeds you up, but it also slows you down at first, right? Oh, PPD is dead. Oh, that's just free. And Ursa actually finds Witch Doctor. Ooh. Alright. I kind of want to see that. Can we watch that one? I just want to know what happens. So there's Fear. He's just like, hello, I'm just farming these creeps. Oh my god, there's a bear! He uses the Ghost Scepter, but it gets purged off and man, that's just mean. Yeah, that's another upside of the Diffusal, of course. You can get rid of that pesky Ghost Scepter, which does usually end up being a big problem for Ursa, right? Like, he has only physical damage. The only thing he does is click on people. So Ghost Scepter is kind of a problem. We got a Snowball coming out, but Arteezy is already long out of there. Actually working on an Aghanims. So, are we looking at backdooring? Is that EG's plan at this point? I mean, they're not even doing that bad anymore, at least in terms of, like, gold, but it's actually, like, the hero levels are kind of a bigger problem here. I mean, the experience difference is still fucking enormous. Net worth, kind of bad, but not too big of a deal, right? Mid tower goes down, non-druid takes that kill really quickly, they have a Vladimir's on Misha. Kaka actually gonna be stunned up right here. Snowball's out, but goes down anyway. Arteezy is holy shit. He gets double finger, bursts down into nothingness. Fear now eaten up by the bear. We have the Yules coming out on Sumail. He gets stunned up. He gets feared actually. Scared off by Misha. And EG loses free. Mid tower is now gonna be under siege, and CTY is just running in. You know what? He's not afraid of anyone here. He needs to refresh his diffusal charges though. That guy burns through them like it's nothing. Oh god. Yeah, that should be a dead barracks. I really don't see what EG can do about it. Even with the buyback. From Arteezy. They just don't have any place. And, well, they just lose the melee barracks, and Ehome is happy with that. They will fall back, and seems like a good course of action. So one thing I've actually noticed recently is a lot of teams highly prioritize the melee barracks. Where it used to be the case that, yes, you definitely want the melee barracks, but you also want the range barracks, right? But these days, it seems like people don't even worry about the range barracks, right? They don't even fight for it. They don't even give a damn. Right? They just take the melee barracks and get out. And, I get that, right? It makes sense to me. Because, like, the range barracks, it's gonna die eventually to the creeps anyway. Like, once you have the melee barracks down in a lane, the range barracks is not a matter of, is this gonna die? It's just a matter of time, right? It's just, when is it going to die? So, I can definitely see where they're coming from there. And melee creeps already apply more than enough pressure. PPD, in the meantime, gonna be burst down. Yeah, he's being a bit weird, honestly. Roaming around the map with his treant. He's scouting things out, I think, but in the end, it's not really getting anything done. Now, Ehome just gonna take down Roshan yet again. The big guy. Yeah, he's got a bear problem. A little bit of a pesky little problem. But well, he's gonna fall, and there's not much EG can or really plans on doing about it. So that's another Aegis. I imagine the cheese on the Tusk. Yep. Although likely gonna hand it over to the Lina or the Dawn Druid, somebody like that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, all 11 takes that really quick. We got to jump at the top lane. No, Misha is already there, so she's just kind of burning them down. She's actually taking a lot of damage here. This might end up being a Oh no, Arteezy! He misses the attack. That's so unfortunate. And Lanham gonna be silenced up though. Oh god, that's just mean. We got a TP in from CTY. He is looking for something, but yeah, not gonna be able to do so. He's just gonna take those creeps really quick, and I suppose he has to be happy with it. Picking up TP boots now, so the Ursa is looking scarier and scarier. With each second that passes, he just becomes more and more powerful. And he becomes faster, right? Like, that's kind of a problem. Like, if you look at an Ursa item set, you will always see that it's almost exclusively about letting him run in, right? Letting him actually attack people. That's all CTY is doing here as well, right? He upgraded the Diffusal Blade now, and if you look at all of his items, it's just like, BKB, let me hit you, right? Don't disable me. Don't disable me. Let me get close to you. Let me slow you down and get rid of your Ghost Scepter. Let me attack you faster and move faster, and let me move really, really fast, right? Like, that's what his items are right now, and in Aegis, but, you know, like, that's just a nice thing to have. It's all about just enabling the insane damage that an Ursa can put out. So, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I think his item build is really, really cool. I gotta try this myself once. You know, just kind of give it a shot. The Diffuser Blade with the Mask of Madness seems really awesome. Misha, in the meantime, at the bottom, actually gonna die. Got a TP in, but that's gonna be cancelled. That doesn't seem like a great idea, CTY. I think that was mostly about scaring off EG, but EG knew that, no, that's not happening. So, the tower is under siege, taking quite a bit of pressure. And actually, Old 11 does not have a resummon of the bear, so I think they're gonna leave it at that. Right, they can't really break into anything other than that for the time being. So, you know, just retreat, wait for Misha to come back. It's kind of important. It's kind of a big deal. And I think that on Druid almost has an Ahsoka, or does he have it? No, he has it. Oh god. This is becoming more and more of a problem. Oh my god. You got it. Okay, you did it. You did it. You did it, Old 11. You did it. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You managed to pull that off. That was funny though. I don't know, I like seeing silly things like that. 4-staff on Universe, he's not working on the BKB. Oh, look at those. The poor little Forge Spirits just gonna be dinner. That's what they are. Sunstrike coming out. Yeah, the Nature's Prophet is trying to buy himself space, or buy his team space. He does have the Aghanims now, but... Oh, actually, CTY is incoming, he wants Arteezy. Oh, he can't get in. He can't get in. He can't get in. Man, that's unfortunate. Well, he's just gonna take the creeps instead. And look at this. Do you see what that is, ladies and gentlemen? We're gonna see an Aghanims on an Ursa. That is something that really interests me. And that's actually the main reason why I wanted to watch this game. So I wonder if that... What is this? Fantasy? Oh, whatever. But... You know, I wonder if this is actually like a legitimate item that he thinks is good for Ursa, or if this is just something that he's buying because he can. Right? I want to see it in action though. I'm really interested in this. Got the Aghanims now down on Sumail. Got the Witch Doctor. Getting pretty close to his Aghanims as well, actually. PPD. Still working on the Blink Dagger. He'll get there eventually. Oh, Universe jumps in on Misha. He goes up into the air. He's actually probably dead. Ooh. Ah, man, that burst damage. And such a long range and all of that, too. The bear is actually going to fall, though. Ah, we got the resummon ready, though. There we go. Resummon immediately, of course. And, is that the Aghanims? That's an Aghanims. That's an Aghanims on an Ursa. Please tell me he actually gets to use it. I really want to see it. Okay. Just get rid of the edges, man. You don't need that anyway. Oh, he tries to blink away from the stun, but nah, man. God, those are some unfortunate stuns right there. But okay. We have the Aghanims now. That just runs out. I want to see this so bad. Sumail is just dead. He has to buy back immediately. Yeah, the Slaughter buys back too. Kaka, gonna be taking a lot of damage and he actually falls. Nature's Prophet teleports in and PPD is trying to look for an ultimate, but it's not gonna happen. Universe not charging forward. He's got a Blink Dagger, of course. He does have the Force Staff on top of it. Sumail throws out the Tornado. Doesn't connect with anyone. Really, CTY comes in. He eats people up. Activates the ultimate already, and that did nothing. Alright, okay, no, Aghanims did nothing so far. Sumail actually gonna be taking a lot of damage from the bear, and he might just go down to this, and he actually does. The Entangle is enough. CGY has his ultimate ready yet again. The short cooldown on that, of course, gonna be able to just overwhelm Arteezy and EG. They're falling apart. Sumail is done. The bear is chasing down Fear. The GG, and the disconnects. EG falls to Ehome in game 1 of the MarsTV Dota League Grand Finals, and I think so at least. I don't fucking know. I don't really care. I just wanted to watch Ursa eat some shit. That's it. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the video. Second to last video before I come back. One last video tomorrow, and then I'll be here again. I'll hopefully be able to tell you some stories. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and see you then. Goodbye.